right, here we go now, baby. Monday Night Football in New England with the Giants in town to take on the Patriots. Joe and Jingles coming at you today with a quickie, just one pick each. Before we get into those picks, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button right down there. Okay, then I will get us started. I'm going to go with the good old-fashioned full game spread bet, and I am going with the home favorite here. The Patriots get them at -7. Now you're going to want to shop around. There's some -7.5s out there. I got -7 at Bet365 at the time of this recording. Shopping around. It's what you want to do as a sports bettor. Okay, so I love the game situation here for New England. This should be a foot on the gas type of game for them with their bye coming up next week. They still haven't had their bye yet. Very late bye here for the Patriots. They look around at the state of the AFC right now. They can't afford to play down to the competition. That number one overall seed is in reach for them. I also like the fact that they're coming off a lackluster win versus the Bengals last week. So a lot of situations, a lot of scenarios to light a fire under their ass in this game. And we've all made made a big deal out of this Patriots easy schedule that they've had. They're taking full advantage of it. They've beaten the living shit out of a lot of bad teams. A 13-point win against the Jets, a 19-point win against the Browns, an 18-point win against the Titans, a 29-point win against the Panthers. 3 of those coming at home. Jackson Dart back in for the Giants. I don't know if that's necessarily a major positive. I thought Jameis gave them a little bit of juice. You know, they did have a nice effort versus the Lions last week. They got that new coach bump. I think that's going to fade in this game. And check out the home away splits for each defense. Patriots top 10 in yards allowed per play and points allowed at home. Giants defense allows the most points on the road and ranks 31st in yards allowed per play on the road. Give me the Patriots to cover as a 7-point favorite. Okay, Jingles, we have alignment. You like the Patriots, but you're betting them a different way here.
Yes, and I think we can expect maybe a slower start from Jackson Dart coming out of that 2-week absence with the concussion. He's dealing with a new coach. You saw him in the media kind of talking about the loss of Brian Daboll and what it meant to him because he wasn't allowed to talk during his concussion absence there. But I'm expecting a slow start, basically. So I'm going to go first half, -4.5 at even money. A big part of Jackson Dart's game and the explosiveness with this offense was him on the ground, but he ran recklessly. Everybody was saying that, and it might have got Brian Daboll fired. And here he is, averaging 45 yards a game, playing with backups basically at this point. Wan'Dale Robinson's probably not going to go for 150 yards this week. But now we possibly take that out of his game, and you couple that with his new communication issues, possibly with Mike Kafka. I think there's a spot where the Giants start really slow. So I think it's not a bad place to back a better New England team early at 4.5. Yes, it's nice to be on a key number here, but I think this is a good spot. We saw the Pats last week as well struggle. They had a bad game, but Drake May still threw a season high 298 yards in that game. They were not great in the red zone. Josh McDaniels came out and said, we learned a lot from our approach, and there will be some changes hopefully going forward, and those changes might be, let's not give the ball to Ramondre Stevenson in tight. So here we go with some ideas that the offense will change, hopefully early. They'll be more successful, and they're doing it versus one of the worst red zone defenses in all of football. I think the Pats can pad some numbers early, and it's going to take some time for this Giants offense to get going with Dart, who, I mean, this is a young guy, Joe, who is now coming back off some concussion issues, and he might not have every play in that play sheet on Monday night.
Yeah, we are at the point of the season where it would absolutely benefit the Giants to be losing games. Not that we don't expect the full effort, but the personnel, you look at some of the guys on the depth chart and you're like, who in the hell is that guy? So, yeah, they might be in some trouble here. I think New England at home in prime time looks like a good spot for them. You like them first half. I like them full game. A tricky game for player props. If there's any player props that you guys like, make sure you drop them down in the comment section. Give us a little bit of a breakdown. Okay, there you have it. Our best bets for Monday Night Football. Thank you guys very much for watching. Best of luck with your bets, and we'll see you right back here on the Covers YouTube channel for all of next week's NFL action.